Hey, before we dive in, a quick heads up. This series is called Validating the BPD Life, and that's exactly what it's here to do. Validate the experience of living with borderline personality disorder, hopefully making you feel a little less alone. That said, if you don't have BPD, there's still value here, especially if you've loved or currently love someone who does. But fair warning, we'll be talking about some heavy stuff. Self-harm, self-destructive behavior, hospitalizations, and a lot of emotional pain. You might feel grief, guilt, anger, rage, shame, or confusion while watching. And if you do, that makes sense. Don't judge yourself for feeling anything. Don't shame yourself for being triggered. Emotions show up for a reason, even if you don't know that reason right away. If it helps, try saying, "It makes sense I'd feel this way after everything I've been through." And if you've ever been hospitalized or felt like you were losing your mind, I wrote a book about my own experience at a psych ward, and you can grab it at the link right here. Or here. To be honest, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, so I'm just going to say grab it. It supports the work I do and might help you feel a little less lonely on this journey. All right, without further delay and nothing more to say, buckle up, Buttercup. It is time to walk the middle path towards common humanity and a wise mind. Some of us walked into therapy carrying not just our symptoms, but stories we hadn't told anyone. Raw, tangled, clumsy stories of how much we loved, how much we feared, how hard we tried, how deeply we hurt, how much we still wanted connection, even after being burned by it. And sometimes we were met with compassion, with professionals who understood that what we brought into the room was not only dysfunction, but adaptation. A nervous system shaped by the ache of unpredictability, a personality formed inside emotional storms. But sometimes we were met with clinical distance, with a rigid framework, with the professional nod that said, fear of abandonment, idealization, splitting, classic BPD. And in that moment, it felt like we became a textbook instead of a person. There is a difference between someone seeing your behavior as strategy versus seeing it as symptom. Between someone holding your pain as contextual versus diagnosing it as inherent. When attachment wounds are pathologized, they're often stripped of their history. The therapist sees the reaction, but not the event. The emotional volatility, but not the years of silence that preceded it. The sensitivity, but not the 1,000 ways we were told to shut it down. The clinginess, but not the unpredictable love that taught us we had to fight for every drop of attention. Suddenly, we're labeled, disordered, seen as manipulative, unstable, attention-seeking instead of what we are. Hurting people trying desperately to find safety, to feel held, to feel real. And here's the dialectic. Not all clinicians are like this. Some are deeply trained and deeply human. Some see our defenses and our innocence. Some hold the diagnosis and don't reduce us to it. They know that borderline doesn't mean broken, that our behaviors make sense in context. That when we say, "I feel like I don't exist unless someone sees me," they don't mark it as instability. They hear the echo of a child who had to perform love just to keep it close. These professionals know that healing isn't only about erasing the diagnosis, it's also about honoring the pain beneath it. They can say, yes, these patterns are intense. And also, they were learned. They can be unlearned. And also, you are not your worst day. And also, there's a you here beneath the fear, the rage, and the grief. So yes, it's deeply painful when our wounds are treated like liabilities instead of messages. When the complexity of our lives is collapsed into bullet points. When our inner child is named maladaptive instead of traumatized. It's also true there are people out there who are learning to hold this better. That the field is shifting, slowly, imperfectly, beautifully. That there are clinicians, mentors, peers who see our fears and tears as sacred, not pathological. Who don't flinch when we panic. Who don't retreat when we spiral. Who don't need us to be easy clients in order to deserve love. So if you've ever felt judged in the therapy room, you're not imagining it. That was real, and it doesn't make you unworthy of help. It means the room wasn't ready for your truth. Keep searching, keep speaking. There are people, maybe even future therapists watching you now, who are learning from your story. You are part of a movement reclaiming what mental health actually can mean. You are not too much. You are not a problem to be solved. You are a whole person with a painful history and a powerful will to heal. That is not a disorder. That is a damn miracle.